Welcome back and thanks for joining us. We were going to see Masakatsu Funaki take on Wayne Shamrock, but maybe lucky for Funaki, Shamrock is injured and instead he'll face Vernon Tiger White.
You know, actually that's interesting that you make mention of that because Funaki and Shamrock, the record hasn't been too kind to Funaki and bouts versus Shamrock, and that side choke seems to have his number, but here steps in Vernon White in place of his trainer, Shamrock. Funaki, a bit of a gift in consideration to who he originally had to fight.
And White's got some guts stepping in to face Masakatsu Funaki. Let's see if that was a smart decision.
Masakatsu Funaki versus Vernon Tiger White.
As we see Masakatsu Funaki enter the ring, he is a co-founder of Pancrase along with Minoru Suzuki. Funaki and White have fought twice before, White losing both meetings. Funaki 22-5, and Josh, tell us a little bit about what you know about Funaki as a person.
Well, he really considers physical fitness and keeping a great physical condition to be an essential part of one's life. He practices yoga, continues to stay in shape, and as he's making his comeback here sometime soon, he, at 39 years old, is in incredible physical condition and a very well-respected individual, and I can say that my opportunity to meet Funaki was nonetheless pleasant as I would have expected.
And at the age of 39, Funaki is also planning a comeback fight, perhaps later this year. And he takes on Vernon Tiger White, who is 6-15-1, not a great record, but he has improved immensely since he first started in Pancrase.
Yeah, and those 22 bouts under his belt are going to go a long way to helping him in the ring against a guy like Funaki, but to how far, we'll find out.
As we begin this fight, Funaki coming in on White.
Big palm strike by Funaki. He wound that thing up from left field, but Vernon Tiger White ducking and getting out of the way that potentially devastating blow.
White now in the full guard.
Fight!
Referee encouraging the fighters to fight.
White seemingly cautious, as one would expect against an incredibly slick ground technician as Funaki is. Funaki looking for the arm lock as he underhooks that leg and tries to catch that arm of White. He's trying to secure the left arm of Vernon Tiger White there, but he's got that underhook on the leg, and that'll allow him to pivot his hips around, get that leg over the head, and grab the arm lock off of the bottom. But White trying to keep Funaki planted firmly to the mat and not allow those hips to come across.
And Vernon White's ground game has improved to the point, Josh, where his other nickname is the Worm.
That's right. Vernon acquiring a nickname among some of the other fighters as the Worm for his ability to escape some of the more dangerous submissions when most people would be probably injured at that point. Funaki leading off with a right-hand shote. Vernon responding off with some kicks.
White starting to come in on Funaki.
Low kick from White. Scores. Funaki back to the center of the ring. High kick from Vernon Tiger White. Missing. Out of range as Funaki comes in with a big palm strike, taking White to the mat.
And White has to be very careful in this position.
Funaki attacking with the double wrist lock, showing the arm lock there, and White defending.
The Worm trying to wiggle his way out of this, as you see Funaki having the side control.
Funaki applying pressure on the throat and driving the knee home. And again, attacking that arm is Funaki, showing cross arm lock, and jumping all the way over into the leg is Funaki. Very beautiful transition. Catching the toe hold, and there it is.
He had the ankle lock. The Worm unable to escape that, taps out. Masakatsu Funaki defeats Vernon White for the third time. This time with the ankle lock in the first round, 234. Improves his record to 23-5, and a very nice somersault after the win. And Josh, have you ever tried doing a somersault after one of your victories?
No. I like the fact that my neck is all in one piece. I don't know. I think only bad things could come of me trying to jump off of the ropes.
As we see Funaki winning this fight, as the fighter's embracing the center of the ring, and Josh Funaki, he's got so much pressure on him. The crowd thinks he's Superman, and he should be winning every single match, the fans probably think.
Well, he had an S on his chest tonight, the way he just showed his technical ability, feinting the arm lock and going right into that toe hold, which has found so much success for Funaki. You can add Vernon Tiger White to the list of victims.
Vernon White, just one of many, as we see Funaki addressing the crowd.
東京ベイ NK ホールでキングオブパンクラスのタイトルマッチやることを決定しました。このタイトルマッチはベルトを負けるか負けないか、それが自分のこれからの格闘技生命の身体に大きく関わってきます。俺はベルトを巻きたい。生きていけりゃ、生きたいんだったら戦い続けるしかねえんだよ。
As we bring it back into the studios, and Josh, Vernon White losing another tough bout, but there are a lot of lessons he can take by fighting Masakatsu Funaki.
And simply being on the receiving end even of a technique like that, Vernon White has the ability to go back, review the film, and even remember how that setup came about. Maybe he can incorporate that into his arsenal for a further match down the line.
All right, those are all the fights we have for today, but before we go, let's check out today's move of the day.
It would be the liver destruction punch here by Bas Rutten.
Connecting on the left side of the Jason DeLucia. Very painful. DeLucia got up a couple times, but definitely took its toll.
Yeah, this punch was the one that finished this match and put DeLucia down and out. More like getting hit with a sledgehammer.
And Bas Rutten seems like he's making a lot of appearances on our move of the night.
Well, there's a reason for that, and the guy is he's like a blitzkrieg. He just cuts right through and just doesn't really leave much in the wake of his path.
All right, that does it for this episode of Pancrase, Legends of Mixed Martial Arts. We hope you join us next week. I'm Rob Wood.
Josh Barnett.
See ya.